I'm
just leave it at
absolutely lost for words.
We are both extremely
Lost for words.
Welcome back to episode 9 of the DNF Duo. I'm Sangeeta.
I'm Anjali, and we have Nala here again. Say hi.
Who's the special guest.
Our special guest. Say hi.
Just wrapped up the British GP race, and if you can tell by my non-enthusiastic face, hence why we have our little cat over here for emotional support.
Hell nah.
Because that was a very turbulent race, was it not?
I still don't have actually an accurate word. I still don't actually have an accurate word for that race because the amount of unexpected moments that happened
Aw, sweetie.
and the God knows, I just don't have words for it.
But speaking of that, prior to going into the main race, I do want to talk about this weekend. It has been an incredible race weekend. For the British GP, we had a sprint race. And it kicked off with our top 3 being Hamilton, Antonelli, and Verstappen. Now, that was a lineup that obviously was unexpected as well, but very, very strong start into positioning themselves for the race. And then followed by the sprint qualifying, we had my brain not braining.
We literally had Hamilton taking pole position,
Yes.
Kimi Antonelli for second, and Max Verstappen for third. Guys, we can't really talk much, okay? The race just
It's not
really...
the sprint. I'm talking about sprint qualifying.
Yeah, sprint qualifying.
yeah.
That was the top
Fighters.
3. However, for the sprint race, unfortunately, Lewis did not win. But however, we had our championship leader, Kimi Antonelli, who won the sprint. Lewis finishing at P2 and Lando Norris at P3.
Yes.
It was nice to see Lando Norris up there.
Yeah.
Another British driver up on the
Yes.
podium.
Yes.
It was exciting to see, and the wheel-to-wheel battle, sorry, not the wheel-to-wheel battle, but the battles that Lewis and Antonelli had during the sprint race was exciting to watch. I was on edge. Okay, I was really on edge. I was like,
We both were. We both were.
You know?
See, Nala is here for emotional support.
Like I said, hell nah.
but it was exciting to watch, even though we only got 17 laps. It was very exciting. We also got, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was at one point battles between Max and George. We even had Max and Charles. So it was overall exciting because Silverstone, I think sprint this year was the first time in Silverstone.
yes.
So for it to be exciting on that level,
You just had no idea what was going to happen. Let's talk about the main race, right?
I think let's just dive right in.
Yeah, we're
We're gonna just all the way through because
we're gonna change it up this episode. We're diving straight into the main race, and that first turn, how incredible was that? Obviously, we had Leclerc speeding right through, followed by Hamilton right behind.
Yes.
And
because Antonelli dropped a
Antonelli.
place.
Yeah.
So, no, dropped 2 places, sorry. Because Antonelli was on pole position for the race. It was Antonelli, Leclerc, and then Lewis. Yes, that was the top 3. So when both Ferraris pulled off, I think Antonelli knew. He was like, no, I don't think I can just fight these 2.
No.
Let me pull off first, and then I will bring it home afterwards. So that first turn was very, very, very exciting. However, then our Sir Lewis Hamilton.
unfortunately, oh my God. One job, Lewis. One job, Sir Lewis. And that was your reaction.
The penalty.
That was so painful. Oh my God.
I thought his entire race was bottled after that. Genuinely, I'm not even gonna lie, I tapped out for a while.
We
after
checked
that.
out.
We were both checked out. We were like, you know what? This is like, I'm just like, meh, I'm done with this race. I don't even want to pay attention to it. And then Kevin was like, no, wait, we're halfway through. Don't worry. Something could happen. If you'll watch the race, then you'll know lots happened after that.
It was a lot to process. I mean, especially that penalty, the 5-second penalty that Hamilton received did cost him a lot for this race. And then many things also took place with, we had Huckleberry.
Huckleberry!
Somebody shoot me.
Sorry guys, we are literally shooting right after the race, so there's a lot to still process, a lot to
process.
just remember through without being like ooh, ee, ah,
Yeah.
So bear with us.
Literally, we're trying to do a one-take wonder over here. But,
yes,
yeah.
I know you're talking about Hulkenberg's crash with Alex Albon, which
Yes.
resulted into
Yellow
was it a 10-second penalty for Albon?
Yes,
A 10-second penalty for Albon and a yellow flag as well. Sangeeta actually was like, oh my god, something happened in the background, but my main focus was where's Lewis, where's Charles, where's Antonelli?
I just saw them flying in the background. I was like, wait, who just crashed?
And I was like, where did you see the crash? Because I didn't see anything. My focus was the top three, and I'm like, okay, wait, where are they going? And she's like, wait, who crashed in the background? I'm like, how'd you see that? I didn't even catch that.
I was just hyper-focused on the race overall. But yes, that happened at the early start of the race. I think that was like a hint as to what was going to go down on the British GP. And then
The sneak peek of what was to be expected of the British Grand Prix.
truly, and then we also had, the most unexpected one of all, Max Verstappen crashing into the Lando stand.
I swear, guys, okay? I really swear. I know this is like much later on in the race, okay? We're just gonna be up and everywhere during this podcast. Just bear with us. And that was, I think, almost to the end of the race. What was it? 45 or 47?
Yeah,
it was
in the 40s.
Yeah, it was in the 45 to 47 lap, okay? And when we saw that crash, right, there was just a pure debris. So we didn't see the car. So I was like,
Who crashed?
Who crashed? And then when we saw Max Verstappen, and then he crashed into the grandstand, which has all the Lando Norris fans, I was like, wait, hold on. And if y'all watched the race live, y'all saw the man was furious.
He was.
He was pissed. I mean,
Visibly so.
visibly so, and understandably so. He literally threw his steering wheel out. He just threw it near the tires. He was, and profanities everywhere.
Yes,
But,
everywhere.
oh, that was horrible for Max. It was really sad to see because we saw the three-way battle between Lewis, George, and Max.
Yes,
Mind
beautiful,
you-
by the way.
Beautiful, by the way. George Russell, we see you. We see what you did with even with your tire pressures dropping. Was it tire pressures? Yes, it was tire pressures.
Tire pressures dropping.
Tire pressures dropping, but you were just on it before you went and slipped into
He
the
was still
pits.
ready to fight.
He was
I
like-
wonder what was going through his head.
Yeah.
Like,
For a brief moment, I felt like, was he doing that just so he could be like, okay, if I'm not going to be in the pits, if I'm not going to be in the podium, I'm going to give it to Lewis.
Yes.
And he just fought him and immediately went into the pits, and that significantly dropped Max's time.
Yeah.
But then to see Max crash,
that was painful.
that was actually painful.
Wow.
But let's get to the most painful part for me of this race. Kimi Antonelli. If you watched our predictions video, you saw I predicted that he would win this race, and Sangeeta predicted he would be P2, correct?
Yes.
So for him to not even finish, I mean, he finished the race, but because he got a 5 second time penalty. He got a 5 second time penalty. So even if he finished, even though he was at P9, he finished P11.
11. Costing him his points and his standing in the championship.
And the entire race, basically. And
entire
again, it
race.
happened towards the end of the race, just like the Barcelona GP.
Yeah.
Which was very unfortunate. I really didn't want that for him. I genuinely would have loved to see him on the podium with Charles and Lewis. But when that happened, when he started slowing down, I was like, no, please,
Oh my
no.
God. It was like my heart rate went up.
This whole race, both of us were like on the edge of our seat, just like, what is going on? What is happening? Because I genuinely at one point tapped out after Lewis's penalty.
You're like, you know what, Sangs, screw this. I'm done.
I was like, I'm gonna go and order Burger Ramly at this point. I'm
She
done.
wanted to go and get a burger at 11 something p.m.
I was done. I was tapped out. I was like, nah, Lewis's race is bottled because of that penalty. But then again, I forgot that F1 is so unpredictable.
And that is what we take joy in, really. As painful as it is, we do enjoy the ride.
Meow.
At least not so much. But yeah, we enjoyed the ride.
Not so much, but yeah, Kimi could have positioned himself really well if it wasn't for the car. I do have to say, like, I really admire his grit still wanting to go on, still wanting to fight for the team.
Yes, his perseverance, even that 1 point, because if you are an F1 enthusiast, you know that 1 point makes such a difference.
Massive difference.
It could literally be your, what's the word? Title decider. It could be a title decider. 1 point,
Make
guys.
or break.
Make or break. So I think that was the headspace he was in, and that's what we spoke about in our previous videos. He has a champion's mentality.
He really
For
does.
him to even think that shows just the champion mentality. However, guys, I genuinely think that the next race, Antonelli is really gonna bring it back and lock it in.
I truly feel so. Like he's had a bad couple of runs, I would say, in terms of his luck kind of coming down. But just like Leclerc making a comeback for this race, Kimi can definitely bring it home in the next one as well. Another thing I do want to talk about is the Visa Cash App. Okay, that's something you said in your prediction that like actually happened.
Okay,
for
at least
this
that
one.
happened.
At least that happened.
And what I'm really happy about is that they finished even higher than P9, P10. They finished, I think Lawson was P6. Lawson was P6, Arvid was P7. Arvid must have been so happy because he's British, no? So to finish higher up and get more points in your home country.
Hopefully we'll see him on the podium for the next race, for his second year.
I would love to see him on the podium. Definitely.
Fantastic drive from the Visa Cash Apps. And also another one I want to talk about is Oscar Piastri. Although he did not retire the car, he did have some engine problems.
He had damage even early on in the race.
Yeah.
And that's what costed him that he didn't even get points in this race at all, which was really unfortunate because I think he qualified Did he qualify P7? I really can't remember, but I know he was within top 10. He qualified P6 or P7, one of it. Around there, okay, but he was in the top 10. So I was really happy to see him because I predicted that at least he'll get P5.
Yeah, you did.
So to see him out of points was it was really painful to watch, and I feel like he's not really had much luck in the last couple of races. So I really hope the next race he really brings it back and like shows us that. I mean, he's Oscar Piastri. He was amazing last year. I know it's
absolutely
in there. He can
phenomenal.
definitely do it.
I think particularly for this race, the British Grand Prix, like it was unexpected for all the drivers, right? I think they had their vision set on how they thought they were going to perform, but things just took a whole different turn. And let's talk about the ending of the race.
I really don't like when a race ends under a safety car. Like, I thought we were going to pick...
Vietnam flashback. Sorry.
I thought the safety car was going to go in at lap 51, but they didn't. I thought at least they'll have one lap to race it out, because I genuinely believe if they had one lap to race it out, it would have been a very close call between Leclerc, George and Lewis. 100%. It would have been super close, and we would have seen like pure racing from the three drivers. Because at the beginning of the race, at some point, Lewis had what was it? He had was it degradation or something on his left tire, left front tire.
Yeah.
So that was what made Antonelli overtake, and then he started pulling back, and there was a time gap. First, it was a time difference to Leclerc, and then Antonelli overtook him, and then there was more time gap. So I was like, okay. Towards the end, I genuinely thought that one lap could have made or break. And then when they said that,
honestly, I feel like Hamilton could have surpassed Leclerc and Russell if it wasn't for the safety car. Like, he was ready. Even on radio, he said, like, I need full power.
I need full power, strat full power. I mean, come on, you saw how he was even fighting it out with George Russell.
Yeah,
when it was a three-way battle, okay, and they were fighting it out. I was like, this man is out for it. It's Silverstone. It's his.
Like, you can have it. Wait, it's mine.
No, it's mine.
It's yours.
It kept going on and on. I was like, oh my god. It was very exciting, stressful, but very, very exciting to watch. Because after that, then we also got that battle between Max and Lewis, and even that was
flashbacks. I tell you, my god, if you were there at 2021, you would know. Brilliant though.
Very brilliant. I really enjoyed this race. Was very, very unexpected in a very
painful.
Painful, stressful.
I'm sorry, painful for me.
But still entertaining. I really enjoyed the race. I feel like the 2 hours went by like that.
Literally.
It went by like that. I mean, of course, at the beginning, yeah, I kind of tapped out after the penalty. But after he served the penalty, and I think he came out after serving the penalty at P7.
Yes.
And then he chased his way
All
up.
the way up to P3. Although Ferrari did kind of mess up in terms of pitting.
I don't want to talk about that.
In terms of pitting.
I swear.
Lewis Hamilton, I mean, was that the right move for them to make? I don't
No.
think so, because definitely we could have had.
A Ferrari 1-2. We really could have had a Ferrari 1-2. I get the understanding that there was a fake pit that was shown up for George, and I think that's why they pitted Lewis. However, I feel like Lewis could have stayed out on his hard tires.
I agree.
He really could have stayed out on his hard tires. Because the moment I saw that they were going to pit him, I'm like, what are you doing? If you pit him, he is dropping to P3. And that's what irked me so much, because had he not pitted, he would be second on the championship title. He would have been second.
And 20 points behind Kimi Antonelli.
Exactly.
If it all just went right.
Correct.
But
So that was where I was pretty annoyed. I really didn't understand the need to do that. I get it that they the Mercedes did a fake pit for George, so they assumed. But I genuinely feel he could have held on, because if you guys remember when you watched the race early on, even though he had that front left issue, after he got the penalty and Ferrari brought him into the pits, he was like, "Why are you bringing me into the pits? My tires are fine." So
I remember that.
I'm like, the man is tire whisperer for a reason. Trust him. So I genuinely feel Ferrari kind of messed up this race for him. No doubt, yes, it's great that he is still on the podium.
Yeah.
But I genuinely believe he could have won.
I agree.
Even though I predicted that he wouldn't, I genuinely feel as I watched the race, if they had not pitted him on the softs and Leclerc had come in, because the pit time frame was about 28 seconds.
28.
Lewis could have been P1.
He could have won it.
He could have won it.
Yeah.
And Leclerc would have been P2.
Yes.
So again, we would have got a Ferrari
Yes.
1-2 with George Russell at P3. So Ferrari,
Count your days.
you took the words right out of my brain. Literally, I was about
Always
to
finish
say
each other's sentences. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I was literally about to say it. But honestly, overall, I really did enjoy the race.
I did too. I think it's been a while since we had something, that's keeping us at the edge of our seats. Oh my god, I'm literally saying that all the time. But this particular race,
Really, this particular Silverstone
do you
race.
see the state of my hair?
It's fine, girl. It's okay. We do what we gotta do. But this Silverstone race was really entertaining. A lot of unexpected incidents happened. However, I really do hope, if you all watch the race, you all know, I really do hope Lewis doesn't get that penalty
Yeah.
for
at the end, oh my
infringement under a yellow flag, because I think he started lapping. He overtook the lapped cars. But this is okay, again, not knowledge, but this is just my understanding, like basic understanding. Okay,
Tell me, girl.
they are already. I mean, he's already meant to lap these cars. So isn't it still all right, even though it's under a safety car? Because he's not like he's flying through. He's just overtaking them.
Yeah.
Because when you are already lapping cars, the blue flag, is already flickered. So I would really hope he doesn't get a penalty and loses his P3, because this would have been his 16th podium in Silverstone, with 9 streaks of winning.
And if they're gonna take that away,
I really hope
Dia kata muntik kita nam diri nano.
he's known
oh,
to mess shit up for Sir Lewis Hamilton. So, I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna hide it anymore. It's the truth.
that just came right out, girl.
That's the truth. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
So
it.
I really hope they don't.
So controversial yet so brave. What you just said.
But it's the truth though. This race, guys, wow. Especially shooting it right after watching.
I feel like I need a hug. That's how I feel. Thank you.
No, this race, and especially shooting directly after watching, high on emotions.
You're seeing our raw emotions.
This
right
is
now.
like raw,
no filter.
like literally zero filter.
Zero.
But Yeah, overall the race, I think I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this race given we had the sprint, we had and the race itself.
And Leclerc
Leclerc
bringing
winning
his first win.
in Silverstone after
2004. 2004.
2004. 2004.
2024.
2004. I wasn't in F1 yet.
My bad. Brain cells. Okay.
But no, and it's his first time in Silverstone winning a podium, winning his first race in Silverstone, and given with the DNF he had in Monaco, given after the last 2 races he had a DNF.
Insert loading sign.
Yeah, insert loading sign. Big one right here.
Both of us.
Both of us like. But given after the horrifying previous races he had, even when he did qualify, I think the last race P2 as well, and he didn't manage to win or get on the podium, this win, honestly, well deserved.
Well deserved.
From the start to the finish, perfectly executed. He didn't lose his head at
not
once.
at all.
He really drove beautifully.
Locked in.
He really locked in. He was like, nah, I gotta lock in. And that's what he did. And beautifully done, very well executed. I hope we see more Ferrari 1-2s in the future, in the next upcoming races.
Prayers up, fingers crossed. And also, hopefully in the upcoming races, we get to see Hamilton not having to go through what he went through for this race.
Yeah, I feel like for his home race, the man was just stressed.
Got us stressed too, all the way in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Clearly.
We felt it through the screen.
Yeah.
So much so I wanted to jump straight into the TV.
I just wanted to shake him. Anyways, but yeah, other than that, this was like a magnificent race. I really enjoyed it. I think both of us really enjoyed it. It was.
I agree.
I don't even have the words to express how amazing this race was.
So much so that we're recording right after the race.
We were like, nah, we gotta get our raw, unfiltered emotions because it was crazy.
Absolutely intense. So that basically wraps up our take on the British Grand Prix. If you made it all the way till the end of this episode, thank you so much for watching. And for those of you that has followed us on Instagram, we appreciate every single one of you. And those of you who have been engaging, thank you so much. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on our YouTube video, because there's going to be more that's coming for episode 10 of the Belgian GP.
Bye.